It's fall season already. I can't believe it. So today we're gonna achieve this look. My brows are already done. And what I'm going to do right away is pause. Okay, now that I got your attention, I decided to split this video into two parts. So this is gonna be mainly the eyeshadow part, and I will post the base, well, the makeup base tomorrow. Stay tuned. To prime my face, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Primer. Also, if you're new here, I am a eyeshadow girly. Eyeshadow for life. I usually do my eyebrows first and my eyeshadow before moving to my base. I did apply the primer before my eyeshadow, so it gets a little bit of time to marinate before I do my base. First thing I'm going to do before applying any eyeshadows is prime my eyelids, meaning I'm going to put a base down on my lids to make everything even. The only reason why I do this, because I want my eyeshadow to stick to something, but it's also useful to people who have dark circles. So it's gonna help to eliminate the darkness of the dark circles or the dark eyelids. There's people also who we can see the veins through the eyelids, so that can help as well. So it's always great to apply a base before going in with the eyeshadow for these two main reasons. There is eyeshadow primer specifically for that purpose, but I use concealer. You can use concealer, you can use foundation even. I'm going in with my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Oh, by the way, I have so much stuff to say. I'm trying to do a little project pan. I will start with my foundation. I will tell you what foundation I'm going to try to, not going to try, I will definitely do my best to finish this product by the end of this year. Anyways, that's not what I want to say now. But basically, I'm using the ColourPop concealer, and one day while I was applying this, the little dofer thingy broke. So now I have to use these concealer things to scrape out the product and apply it on my face. So there's that. Why am I doing this? Oh yeah, I want to prime my eyelids, so I'm going to use a tiny bit of this concealer on my eyelids. And this is in the shade Dark 46 if you're interested. I am blending this out using a concealer brush, which is very dense and a little bit dome. And I'm going to tap all over my eyelid. I am a very talkative person. The way my thoughts are like a football game, c'est malade. I do suspect that I might have a little ADHD thing going on, because there's some people apparently their minds are quiet. Me? No. Anyways, for today's eyeshadow for this fall look, I will be using the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat palette. This palette is no longer available, but I'm going to show you the color story so you have an idea of what type of colors we're going to use for this fall makeup look. It's going to be very easy. Today I want to do something very easy for beginners and also for people who have hooded eyes like I do. When I tell you eyeshadows with hooded eyes is a learning curve. When I started doing a makeup and I was trying to do all these wing liners things, cut creases, and it did not work out for me, I did not understood, and I thought it's because I wasn't good enough. But then I figured out that it was because of my eye shape. I need to adapt eyeshadow techniques to my eyelids. So if you want to have a specific video about hooded eyes and eyeshadow, I can definitely do one. But today I will still walk you through the steps that I do as an eyeshadow, not an eyeshadow girly, an hooded eye girly. I'm going first with the darkest shade of the palette. It's a deep dark brown. So whatever deep, I can't speak today. This is gonna be a long video in it. Whatever deep brown eyeshadow you have, grab it. And I'm using a fluffy brush. This is a Morphe brush. It doesn't have any name on it, but it came in a set. You can see it's pretty fluffy and tapered. And because I have hooded eyes, the way to do eyeshadow is to always keep your eyes open. I dropped my brush, hold on. All right, so the way to apply eyeshadow on hooded eyes is to keep your eyes open while applying shadows. First, I'm going back in to blend the creases out. Like I said, I'm keeping my eyes open, just slightly closed. What it's going to do is allow me to map out the shadow where I want it to be seen while my eyes are open. So if I close my eyes, you're gonna see a big gap in between. See, it's because of the hooded part of my eye. So I'm gonna go back in and fill in this spot. And now, because I know where to place the eyeshadow, because I open my eyes now, I can close my eyes and continue applying the eyeshadow. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but the whole time I'm just tapping the eyeshadow down my eyelids. I prefer tapping my eyeshadow until it's blended out. That's my favorite technique, but of course it's something you have to continue doing and learning what's best for you. And now I'm going to mix in these two shades here. It's a light brown shade and an orangey shade. I'm going to mix these two to blend the edges of the smoky eye and make it more folly. This time I'm doing wiping motions to blend the edges. I feel like smoky eyes are just the easiest to achieve for beginners because it's just 2 eyeshadows, 3 max. What you might not know watching YouTube videos, but I'm going to tell you is, you see I'm done applying all the shadows, and if you feel like you've lost a little bit of pigment, well, you go back to each step. So now I'm going back with the deep brown, applying it over again in my eyelids. And now I don't mind swiping because I've already covered the base with eyeshadow, and going back again with the light brown and orangey shade to apply it again as a transition shade, just to intensify it a bit. I hope you found it easy, and like I said, let me know in the comment section if you want to see a more detailed or another video for eyeshadow for hooded eye girlies like me. Lashes are on. Now I'm gonna finish my lower lash line. All right, so this completes my first fall look of 2024. I really hope this was helpful or you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe and join the squad. And if you made it here, I would like you to leave a emoji with some blue in it. Any blue emoji, leave it down below. I love you.